It's been a few years coming, and I always felt like I wasn't ready. I have been at CrossFit Boynton Beach, I think 3 years now. I've been very athletic my whole life.
I think what makes us different than other gyms is our culture goes a little bit deeper than just CrossFit. We're trying to build a fitness brand, a fitness organization and company that is for kind of like the misfits and kind of like the people that maybe growing up, they didn't think fitness was for them.
First started CrossFit when I was 35 years old. Prior to that, had never picked up a barbell, never did a clean and jerk, snatch, anything like that. So I love when people look at what I'm doing now today, they don't realize that I just started when I was 35. So anyone can start at any age.
I was very, very turned off by fitness in the early 2010s because that's what I thought fitness was. But we like to live life, we like to have fun, we believe in competition, we believe in camaraderie and just kind of like the culture that we've built. I think that's what a lot of gyms and businesses and communities are missing, is a culture that people have bought into.
You know, everybody kind of has like this black sheep side to them of like, you didn't fit in at some point in your life, but you fit in here. And that's kind of what makes that like gang culture, is because we watch out for like the like a family.
Right before COVID started, I came here for one like free trial class, and I loved it. So I've always been around sports, always been, you know, in the weight room, working out, had it just in my life.
We take competition in a little bit different of a way here. We push people to compete, not just to win things or to challenge themselves, but we truly believe you can take those values out of the gym and out of fitness and out of CrossFit and apply that into your family life, your home life, your finances and your work and other types of aspects of your life.
Honestly, Alex convinced me to do my first CrossFit competition a month into being here. And I did Bacon Beatdown on a team. I competed in Wadapalooza for 2 years. This past year I came in second, and just always wanted to compete and will continue to compete.
About 4 years ago, I started competing, and I just haven't stopped since. You know, when you're just a class CrossFitter, amazing. But when you get into competing, it's like, okay, now it's getting serious. Now you gotta train harder, you gotta put more time in the gym.
We think that everybody should go through the shittiness of trying to get ready for a competition and testing yourself and getting uncomfortable and that kind of thing, because we think that it applies to a lot more than just fitness. We are very fortunate to have the majority of our breakers team this year at CrossFit Boynton Beach. Now that everybody's not only local but at the same gym, we all train together. I coach the majority of the athletes that are CrossFit Boynton Beach athletes and also are on the breakers.
A few years ago, I started seeing grid, and I was like, this is crazy, but it looks fun. Started seeing some CrossFitters doing it. Like, I thought I was crazy at CrossFit. Grid's even crazier. They're doing some pretty extreme stuff. I'm like, yeah, right. Like, you don't want this old guy. I'm too old for that. And then one day I commented on a post and I was like, well, I could do that.
It's been a few years coming. They've asked me multiple times, because I was still so new to the sport that I didn't think that I was prepared 2 years ago. And now it's like, I think you're ready. So I said, okay, I'll wait, I'm fine.
Matt mentioned the ringer point that was like the handstand walk, the clean and jerk, the sprint. And as soon as I heard about that race, I was like, okay, I want to do this. I was like, that's my race. I'm doing it only if I get to do this race.
The vibe with the team this year is like, I mean, second to none, because we all train together and we're all also extremely close friends. Everybody comes over to my house for barbecues and we take the boat out, so we all really, really, really close.
I love being a part of the team. You're able to encourage each other, cheer for everyone's success, and see their strengths play into action on the grid.
In CrossFit, you gotta be good at pretty much everything to compete. In grid, you could be good at just like one or two things and excel. With grid, it's more like a football team.
It's so team dependent, whereas with CrossFit, it's always like, you know, you might get a piece here and there that like you're good at, but it's pretty rare that you get to be like, that's my race and I get to do it and I get to do as fast as I can. So you kind of get to see like the truest form of an athlete compete at what they're best at, and that's what makes it so fun to watch.
It's amazing, the camaraderie, the fun, the challenge that it provides, and it really brings people together.
Finding the balance, it's never easy, but you do kind of figure it out. And you know, some days are tough, some days are long, like today. But the people here are so helpful and just kind of keep me going, support me so much.
I feel very ready and excited.